All right, people. All right. Uh, go on Facebook and well, not Facebook because I'm in jail right now, so screw them. Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at the same time. Hey, chat room in there. I got some people in there. I got some people on YouTube checking in. Noah Black, Nola Black, Murr. That's what I think I got that right. What's happening? Yogi Fish. Oh shit. Coming in from there. Severe. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Severe. Hold on a minute. Today is Mrs. Brown's birthday. Now, so we're gonna wish her happy birthday. And Uncle Jeff's lunchtime chop up is finna be about this right here. I'm gonna take a pull of this mighty. Take smoke them if you got them, and we're gonna get into the delusion of the Black American sports fan. It just happened to hit me. Oh, that look like doo-doo right there. That ain't even supposed to look like that, is it? Y'all seeing my business. That's my vision board, all that shit back there I got working. Hold on a minute. Thought I did that right. Thought I had that. There we go. There we go. That's a better shot. That look a little better, a little bit. Gotta fuck with the curtain. Gotta get the curtain right. All right. I swear to God, it's gonna be worth it, people. I swear to God. All right. Let's see. We got Lamert Parkell's up in here. One of the official nephews up in here. Frank White, Will Cephas. Nosha Nurture. Hey. There's a lady that has persevered through the Postal Service and they bullshit to get Uncle Jeff's all natural African shea butter. Tell the folk what you think of it. Don't spare my feelings right in here. Nosha. You know me. Only deal in the dark realm of the real. What did you think? How good was it? How good was it not? Y'all got to get some Uncle Jeff's all natural shea butter. There, I'm on Instagram too. See that right there? Uncle Jeff's all natural shea butter. It's excellent for you. I get it straight from Ghana, pack it, put some fragrances in it, and send it to you. And the fragrances are all natural too. 2 flavors. Can I borrow your car? And child support flavor. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to wind up on child support or putting somebody on child support if you use this stuff. What I am saying is that if you use this stuff and you get in the child support positions during sex, like reverse cowgirl with her back arched or doggy style and she look back at you, you're on child support if you're wearing this shit. You're going. You're goop. You're going. You will let loose involuntarily with man glue. You will have. Can I take a hit of that bong? If we was in the same spot, Skipper, you sure could. Yeah, you gotta stop through. Now, let's get on in it. For those of you watching on Twitter or YouTube, you see it going by. It is Covered at Ash, COVERDATASH at Gmail. Covered at Ash at Gmail. Oh shit, that's Crowbar. I love you, man. How are you doing over there, my Croatian friend? That's my guy right there, ladies and gentlemen, in the room. Crowbar. That's my people. That's my brother with his acting. He can act his fucking ass off. I wish he was still here. Hey, man, I got some shit cracking now. For real. I got a budget. I got some shit. We need to talk. All right. Now, let's get in it. Y'all already know, if you know me well at all, how I feel about black people in sports. And today's strain is some shit. My knees dropped off. I don't even know what this is, but the show is good. See, there we go. The child support is more of a men's sin, in my opinion. But it smells great on the hubby. Good. Yes. That's the way it's supposed to work. I actually got that scent from a lady. There's this scent that I had, the child support. Yeah. No man thinks of child support before ejaculation. Yeah. No, you're an idiot right before you come. You're a genius right after. Right after, you can't think while you about to nut. You can think about shit. You out over in Jupiter some fucking way. I think fellas know just what I'm talking about. Can you imagine walking around with that feeling? Right. The second and a half before you let loose with your duck butter. Could you imagine walking around feeling like that all the time? All the time. Just okay for 15 minutes. You felt like you did right before you came. I don't know how it is for you ladies, but Jesus, I don't know. Not the actual coming itself. I'm talking about right there before you do. Oh my God. If I could just feel that good for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Holy mother of God. There's probably some way to do that with tantric sex. I have 5 kids and I'm on my 5th wife. I know child support. Yes. No shit. Nothing would get done if we was rolling around that way. Okay. Now, let's get off in it, people. And it's going to be some in it too. I'm going to jump up in this shit. And let me say with love to the homies of mine before I go into this, that are do play a sport. There, there are friends of mine who are who play. I have a new friend. I got to call him. Arthur Millette of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Great young brother. Great young brother. He's a really, really down to earth, smart brother. Much love for that young dude. DJ Severe, the official DJ of the Los Angeles Dodgers, is a friend of mine, a personal friend. I know, A6. I be trying. I'm high as hell. These are personal friends of mine before I go into this. That I love dearly, I'm cool with. But I'm talking about what they do, not who they are. Who they are kind, genuine people, almost like cops who are friends of mine. I have a problem with who you are. I have a problem with what they make you do. This is about the black sports fan. We're going to leave alone the black sports figure. We're going to leave alone the black sports professional. Okay, can't take that one. We're going to leave all that alone. Not the black sports professional. Not the black sports athlete for a second. We're going to leave them alone. We're going to talk about the fan. The person who spends their time, money, and attention on a particular sport that they do not play. They don't even play this fucking sport. Maybe they used to play it. Maybe they played it at a very high level. Most of them never played it at all. And live vicariously through these other people that purely for their ability to do things that they're not going to be able to do in 20 years. This ability that they're not going to have in 20 years is what they're praised for by these people. And I find it to be pathetically vicarious. I mean, some of it's willful. What up, Cool Breeze? It's willful brainwashing. Anytime you use the phrase "we" to describe yourself and your favorite team, we need a quarterback. We lost. You all are the deepest in. Because you do understand that your part of the we is the part in this team relationship. Your part of the we is the part that goes to jail if you get too close to the team bus. You get that, right? You don't understand that them sneakers that cost $200-$300, $500, $1,000. You do know that these dudes get these sneakers free, right? You do know that Michael Jordan doesn't pay for any Nike shit, right? You do know that. I'm just making sure I'm covering these bases and I'm covering them properly. I don't want to misspeak. I'm gonna get on this for about 10 minutes and then I'm gonna open the doors of the church. What I like to do is so I'm making sure I'm cooking on all burners. I'm making sure we're saying the same that I'm saying. We're to understand this, that these people you idolize who will not have these attributes. I want to make sure I've got this right. These people who will not have these attributes in 10 years. You're worshiping for a time, angering yourselves, wagering your earnings, killing one another over these people because they wear these colors and make exorbitant amounts of money for people who don't look like you. I need to know if there's any hyperbole in that. Is there any lie in that? Is it nihilist to the point of losing the point? As in, you could say that about anything, Jeff. White folks own the microphone company that you bought this from. Is that your argument? But I need to know if this is worth having an argument over, that I'm not losing my mind here, that this is what I'm seeing. These people ritualistically chanting and yelling at one group of people in some colors against another group of people in some colors, and worshiping and deifying the individuals who take part in it. I'm gonna go on and quote him since he says it in my IG. And thanks for hanging in here, Severe. All day by the truckloads free. This cat no. Official DJ of the Los Angeles Dodgers. He knows how much free stuff they get that they don't have to spend those millions on, because they got those millions from you spending the millions. You see how that works? They got that money because you spent that money. I want to make sure this is the relationship I'm discussing before I truly get into its design. Okay, what y'all been saying? Wow. My man Mickey Knox says sports is to black men what church is to black women. God damn. Kel said I played some college ball. Yeah. We love black actors that are in white movies, though. Not quite sure where you're going with that, young man. Here we go. There's somebody getting it. All right, true. They bond themselves to the distraction. Let's see. Are you saying sports fans in general or black sports fans? Nephew. With love. With all the love. Although this applies to all sports fans, everyone, especially in the big American sports, basketball, baseball, football. Predominantly basketball and football. You don't see too many young black males going into baseball anymore because that's a game you play with your father. I don't care right now what other races of people do. Please understand, Kels, when you hear me, whenever you hear me speak about people, black first is implied. I want you to hear on behalf of the black people when you hear me speak, because that's who I'm talking about. That's who I'm speaking for. Everybody else is well represented, in my opinion. So if it's okay, I talk about my people. I don't even fuck what white folks are doing. I spend money on cars, but I race. I'm lost when the guys at work argue about basketball and football. I know, right? I don't understand. Oh man, you for 3 today, brother Kells. I think we all have vices: music, cars, sports, apples, and bowling ball stock. Apples and bowling balls. Yes, we all have distractions. But church and sports, bruh, for real? Come on, son. The white sports fan is the most dangerous sports fan at sporting events. Yeah, but the damage that's been done to black people goes far past the event. The white person at the sports event hasn't had his children's model of success altered by this oppression. Our model of success, our very model of success has been warped into how fast you got to run, how far you got to throw, how hard you got to hit, how high you got to leap, how accurate you got to shoot. And that's the bullshit. Therein lies the bullshit. I'd have to go look to tell you what I'm smoking. I can't tell you right now. I don't even know. Wow. It's damn near like we sick, boss. But sports ain't the biggest problem. That's true, Kells. And I know I didn't struck a nerve. I'm gonna open the doors of the church in a minute. I know this is in your lane because you're an athlete. And I don't have nothing against it. I'm a Marine. I've been boxed. Martial artist. I get it. I'm talking about why and how you're being played with it, brother. Not you. Not your love. I'm talking about how your love is being pimped. Your love's being pimped, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying your love isn't genuine. I'm not saying your love isn't worthy. I'm saying that your love for basketball and your love for blank, Brother Kells, that blank being, we're going to take the 6-month-old Kells and put him in a room with some other 6-month-olds or toddlers, okay, maybe a little older, toddlers. We're going to put 18-month-olds together. Now, this is some Jeremy shit, because anybody no little kids is Jeremy as shit. But we're going to put them together, and we got some building blocks over here. We got some paints over here, and we got some stuffed animals over here, some balls and toys. And over 1 week's time, with the most interesting and most eclectic as in safe toys that go all the way back to the 1800s, up to the latest, safest toys that do not plug up, are represented at birth to just above to maybe 5 years old in what we consider natural complexity. And whatever way little Kells go, there's a xylophone. Remember the xylophone with all the colors, rainbow colors on it, and a drum, and a little toy piano. And then there's all kind of toys all in this room. And we're going to watch Lil Kells and his friends for 1 week, and every day we're going to let them in here. And if it's an argument over 2 toys, we're going to bring in a duplicate of that toy or a triplicate or however many. We're going to let them show us what they want to play with. And once they do, over this week or 30-day or 1 month period, we're going to evaluate these children to find out where to cultivate these children, as opposed to making them all fall in love with these sports we call basketball and football, and aiming those out of the hood. So that nobody's in love with science. Nobody's in love with metaphysics. Nobody's in love with medicine. Because your success model has been molested. Your model of success has been molested by the oppression of this nation. What you think successful is and what it looks like has been touched by your Uncle Sam. Let me say that again. What you think your innocent view of success has been touched by an uncle, and his name is Sam. Uncle Sam molested what you think is successful, and that is why it is twisted. And that is what we are discussing today. The twisted, sick, Black American sports fan. This is a person that has decided to high hurdle the fact that nobody Black really owns this. Nobody Black really televises this. To include the high-paid sports figures, nobody really benefits from this. And the high-paid sports figure is being, or nobody, I can't say nobody benefits. Nobody gets away unraped from this. To include the highest paid sports figures you know. There is no sports figure that is being paid more than its masters. Name one. Name one being paid more than its master. From that place and that place alone, the fact that you don't own it becomes vulgar. The fact that you don't own it becomes vulgar. Imagine a sports system set up by us from scratch. If we really loved each other, Ice Cube's 3-on-3 league would have signaled the very death of the NBA. It should have died right there. I'm not talking about the game. I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about the structure. The structure that has us not owning it and the money not making it back to us. And the fact that we won't stop playing, and we won't stop playing because you niggas won't stop watching and participating. Because you and the sports figure have been duped into believing that Michael Jordan and Oprah combined is a lot. You won't break free. Until you see Oprah as robbed. Until you can see Michael Jordan as robbed. We're not going to break free of this. Until you see Colin Kaepernick as the outspoken victimized in the NFL and everyone else to him substandard. I say every one of them, and I love that. I love you all. I say it in love. I say it in love. Every Black athlete Everyone in every sport who did not take as hard a line as Colin Kaepernick right after him, spiritually, you are less than him. Argue that. That man put everything on the line. You didn't. You could have. Every one of you, past, present, and future, that does not side strongly and openly with Cap is admitting that you are spiritually less than him. Period. There's no way. I don't see a way around that. I don't see a way around that math. Let's see. Let's see what y'all talking about. What you smoking? I don't know. Watching people dribble up and down the court for 20 years of your life as if it looked any different the first 5. God damn, Mickey Knox. Kel says, I'm a Laker fan to death, but I could care less if they don't win or somebody don't like them. A man claiming to be a fan of something is suspect. It's not really man behavior. Thank you. I will wish Mrs. Brown a happy birthday. Put a piano or instruments in that room. Do you mean where I am? You're saying your love for sports is goofy, and I agree. Bruce House, I don't really have a love for sport. I'm saying the love for sports is goofy. I don't, to be honest, I really, really like MMA, but I don't have time to watch. I don't have time to watch MMA, and MMA don't count because there are no mothers in the ghetto hoping that their son grow up and be the next Anderson Spider Silva over the next Kobe Bryant. So that's not the same. That's a difference. Oh, I'm going to cut this up. A pimp named Cookie, I'm going to cut this up. No, that's apples and bowling balls. That's a little different. Yeah, I'm gonna open the doors in a few minutes. Let's see. The big three would be large if we supported it like many of us willingly support Anglo business. Oh my God. Sidebar, off topic. The Rolling Stones are still on tour. That's all I'll say about R&B music. There's nothing wrong with admitting a person's skill or ability, but some put too much energy into things that they don't directly impact. That energy can go to more productive things. I swear to God, I love my room. I love my nephews and nieces. There's some fucking airheads online. Not y'all. Y'all are all right. Put your ages up in the chat. Happy born day to Mrs. Brown. Thank you, brother. Cap? It's Cap. Where did Cap get started? No, Colin took that money, though, over getting shit done. Bro Kills, I can't let you do it. I can't let you erase 6 years of that man's career. The firestorm he started because he went back to play the game he loved. I didn't want him to go either. I don't think any team deserves the revenue he's going to bring. None. Bro, that's weak. You can be a fan. I'm a fan of Jeff. Oh, thanks, Skills. But that's not the same thing, bro. That's not the same thing. The fanaticism around wise people or smart people is not the same as people who can jump 4 feet off the ground. And nobody is pumping the way to get out of the hood other than glamorizing that way. Nobody is telling you that nobody on the court makes what the owners make. Nobody tell you that. Nobody tells you that the actors don't make what the writers and producers make. Nobody tell you that. So you're being misled. And that's what this subject is. And the fact that you know it, that this is nothing I'm telling you. This is nothing I'm revealing to you. It is the sickness that allows you to know it and still participate. And I'm not going to stop it. I just see it. I don't have the ability to break the spell. That's on y'all. Only time will break this spell. One day, some black kids is going to wake up and go, you know what? How am I tuning in and watching something that I don't own? You know what? Why are we playing for them? They're slower than us. They're weaker. Let them do their thing. Let them put their... I gotta tell you what. We'll have our own Ogun Bowl. And the winner of the Ogun Cup, oh shit, will face the winner of the Super Bowl. We'll do that. We'll go league to league like that. And y'all can have all the white dudes you want. All the niggas over here. Segregated. Yes. Financially segregated. Y'all can hang out all you want. But segregated. Oh shit, Thomas Ward is in here. Jewish people send their kids to shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Ward. I don't have whack friends. Jewish people send their kids to school to run the team. We send our kids to be on the team. Figure that out. Yes. You get out a rewrite. We send our kids to school to run on the team. No, yeah. Jewish people send their kids to school to run the team. We send our kids to school to run on the team. Run on, run on, run on. Different. That's got to stop. What's worse, kids being set up to play sports or pushed into going into the military? Well, it depends. I mean, you're really asking me whether it's worse to be shot in the foot or shot in the face, I would imagine face. If you need a win, Kells, okay, yeah, the military's worse. I'm not quite sure what that has to do with this topic, but okay, the military's worse. Fan equals fanatic. A man isn't a fanatic about anything, let alone another man. Okay. They will still offer large amounts of money and pull some back to the dark side. Yes, those we will banish. The Jack Johnson Boxing Academy. Yeah, some of that shit. We got to know who are these black folks who are going to do right by us when they get in position to form our support. Devil ain't got no color. Absolutely. But I ask you, let me see. I've been ignoring my Instagram people. Sports does limit critical thinking in people. Pure reactionary stimulation. Yes. And many people being indoctrinated in just such a fashion that I think that was one of the things I was talking about, guys, was the indoctrination of this shit being so goddamn deep. It's so deep. I mean, watch Friday Night Lights. Great show. Great freaking show. What's up? In Search of Sam. Come on, get out. That's not what I was doing. Please save this. Oh, absolutely. Not with trades, not with STEM. I'm not quite sure, but I need you to give me some more words. They hate kids with a father figure in the home for high school sports. Oh, brother, I found out that was true. Oh, from here. Okay. Growing up without sports, I would have been in jail or shot. I can honestly say it's a bigger problem than just the fans. It's a country USA problem. Sure. But in regard to problems, Kels, you missing me. But I'm glad that you're missing me. Thank you, Pimp Named Cookie. I'm glad you're missing me, Kels. I'm glad you're missing me, Jedi. Here's the lesson. Growing up without sports, I would have been in jail or shot. I'm going to stop right there. Absolutely. Maybe not in jail. Oh, no. Definitely on drugs. Maybe not shot or depending. Yeah, or in jail, any of those. The same could be said of a troubled young male growing up in La Cañada, Flint Ridge, California. For those of you who don't know, La Cañada, Flint Ridge is some of the nicest houses, not in America, in the world. There's some badass cribs up in there. And some people living the life in La Cañada. Oh, yeah, they bred it up. Ain't no paper shortage. Gas can go to $20 a gallon, and they good. Like that. So This is not about how sports gave you an outlet for your energy and occupied your time and helped you to hone a skill and helped you build a camaraderie with other players and help you learn how to work together. It's just not about any of that, Kels. All of that's great. This is about the fact that all of those things are also true for La Cañada High School, Flint Ridge Prep students, Maranatha students. These are just schools in Pasadena. This is true for them too. However, they were not brought up in an environment custom made for them to fail and set up to believe that the easiest way to success is through the gym and not through the library. They were led to believe that they have, come on, man, that they would lead a much comfortable life. And they do. They do. If you were good at sports in the hood, you were treated so much better than you were if you were an A student by everybody, to include the damn school. You were patted on the head for good grades. The athlete? Oh, bruh. As much as the community could lay the red carpet out for an athlete, black folks do. Okay. You killing me, Kels. Honestly, bro, sports keeps a lot of kids with an outlet for the pent-up aggression we have. It shouldn't be your only option, but it's an outlet. I need you to please type in what part of that you think I disagree with so you can stop repeating it. I got that. I get it. That is the same shit you can say for kids that go to La Cañada. You're trying to compare, so your subtext is comparing what made your aggression to what makes theirs. And that's a distinction without a difference. The music business, yes, Severe, is yet another trap, yet another big ass hole that we are taught to go around the business. That's what I'm saying, Kels. You play football. What if you went on to have the career of Eric Dickerson? What if that was what happened with your life? Brother, I submit to you that you would have been exploited more than you gained. Just by being the celebrity. You make other black people focus on that and not other things. That's what I'm saying. I'm not faulting you. I'm not saying that you wouldn't be in a better place, that you wouldn't be dealing dope if you wasn't out taking a snap. I'm telling you that taking a snap and being told that if you the fastest out here, you can buy your mama a house does you a disservice, as opposed to challenging you mentally and seeing where you come out and telling you that of these things I challenged you with mentally and creatively, you can excel at these things and make way more than you can at your sport. That's what I'm saying, and nothing else. Nobody's faulting you for being an athlete. I'm saying that the people who gave you every opportunity from the first cleats to the last time you played were exploiting you and everybody around you. And I don't know how you get around that. I don't know how you argue that. I don't know how you take offense to that, because it's not about you. It's about what happened to you. Please tell me you see that. I'm not talking about you. Dude. And nah, man, I don't think Lamert Kells is lost, man. Lamert Kells is a young Jedi. This is what he's in here for. If he comes, he's corrected me before. Just like the black community and preachers. I know that's a whole other topic. It is severe, and I'd love to have you on. I want to have you on one Sunday if you got it free, man. Yeah, I'm tripping. How come I don't have my friends? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I'm an asshole. I don't have many friends. Severe is I have 2 DJs that are my DJs until they put me in an urn. DJ nigga Dave and DJ Severe. Those are my DJs. When I do shit, one did my 50th anniversary, the other one did my wedding, and they were both at both. These are my friends. When they tell you you still fighting, Kels? You get exploited at work. Yes, you do. You get exploited at work, Kels, but not like you do when you play football. You can come up with a million places, and you're right about all of them. I'm not wrong about this. I'm not. There is no but. There is no other side. You're trying to argue the wall. We're at the wall, brother. There's nothing to argue because you're not wrong. This is ironclad logic. It stings and it stinks, but it's a fact. I'm not telling you not to play football. I'm telling you not to play football for them. I'm telling you that it's a goddamn shame how much professional sports brings in revenue, and we got black folks that can't eat. And the remedy to that is fans. That's what I'm saying. They played us. They played you, and they are playing us and you right now. That's what I'm saying. And for you to take any side of theirs in any way in love, I say this, brother, means you don't really understand this, Kels. You think this is about you, and it's not. It's me telling you, hey, man, they're fucking you. Not you're fucked up. They're fucking you. From the first time you ran fast and they saw it, they're fucking you. I just don't know how you argue that or how you put other people in that. Well, they fucking you at work. Well, you got to do something. What? No. You. Us. All you can say to that is yes. There's no argument to that. I don't understand how you're making one, and that's the last one I think I'll address, because I don't get it. I know you get me, Kels. I know you get me. You just don't like that you get me. So you go to the guns. You go to well, what can I get to deal with the pain of not getting you? That's what you're doing right now. Don't take it on the chin and look at it for what it is. This is a huge part of your growth right now. This is a huge, because you were an athlete, and I'm going to give you a damn good one, and I ain't never seen you run a yard. Because you're an athlete, this is a huge sharpening of your sword right now. And it's burning off some shit that don't feel good. It's a global issue. Absolutely, Robert. But I'm not talking globally. I'm talking about the niggas in Chicago, Cleveland, Miami. I'm talking about the people who populate the NBA from the ghettos that get raped and nothing else. Not another continent, not another subject, that. And the fans of it. The we need a quarterbacks of the world. The we sports fans. Them. You. I'm talking about you. I know you don't like it. Tough titty, said the kitty, but the milk's too sweet. You. Not anyone else. I don't care. I don't give a fiddler's fuck about how people feel about soccer in fucking Italy. I don't give a shit. I'm not talking about soccer in Africa. I'm talking about basketball in Rucker Park. And nothing else. And no one else but black fans and black athletes. Black basketball players. All the black basketball players who don't. Ooh, shit. What would Ice Cube do? What would the NBA do if every basketball player in the NBA showed up for Cube? All of them, past, present, and future, said, fuck you, and went to Ice Cube and said, what you want to do? We're going to do this with all our money that we got left. We're going to hack it off right here. We don't want another dime from them, and we will take care of the ones who don't have money. We got enough money right here, and call Brother Minister Farrakhan in on this meeting. Call Brother Ben X in on this meeting. Call Brother Tariq Nasheed in on this meeting. Call Brother Claude Anderson in on this meeting. Call Dr. Phil Valentine in on this meeting. Call Professor Smalls in on this meeting. Now, you talking about something with sports with me. Till then, everybody who plays, everybody who watches is a direct part of the problem, period. And there's no other way to look at it. There's no other way to look at it anymore. Severe says they won't give Ice Cube a TV deal. Well, what if Ice Cube and every NFL player and every NBA player that's black or sympathetic to our cause that want to come with us because they understand that don't nobody want to show up to see 32 slow white boys do shit, came over. At first, nobody but black folks first. Let us figure this out. And we're going to all go over Ice Cube's house. We're going to all go in one place. That's a gang of us. We're going to all get together. And after that, we go into Byron Allen, who got a gang of money. Since we got TV problems. How do we solve our TV problems, Byron? How do we solve our TV problems? That's how you do that. And until you do that, I could give fiddler's fuck about sports. Yeah, we're going to pause for a bong hit. I'm going to put some of these words up here. I'd like some sweet titty. Me too. I prefer a soft, tender titty. Crow Easy. What is you doing? Now you Robert B? Okay, I know who you are, man. I love you. Shout out to Crowbar. Oh, you good over there, man? Yeah. So holler at me, man. What is it like over there? Now, again, here's a prime example of that's the problem, Severe. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Byron is trying to buy a team. That's the next thing I'm gonna talk about that. Then I'm gonna open the lines up for a few minutes. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. The color component of this life cycle we are in was not made by us, but it was made against us. And therefore, we must address it as us. But that don't mean we don't love other people. My good friend, Crowbar, where you at? Dude, let me see. Yeah. Robert Belus. Did I say that right? Rob B, that's my man right there. Crowbar. Hell of a fucking actor. Hell of an actor, dude. Hell of a dude. Hell of a family man. And that's the one thing I got to say. I seen that dude man up when times was tough for his family. He stood strong. He stood on his own too. He stood tall. What's up, Big Dice? Chaos. What's going on? You too, bro. I love you too. No. Don't go getting all fucking mushy on my show. What the fuck? Let's see. Being smart was always frowned upon till people end up working for smart ones. Exactly. I had that experience when my first wife's father used to always ask me how my little comedy thing was doing when he and I worked in a warehouse in Ontario together. And when I won Star Search and came back up there, in my car, nice fly car, people came out on a break to see me. He came out. Felt so good to drop the top. Go, hey, how's that warehouse thing going? Dun, dun. Yeah. And bone out on his ass. Oh, it was lovely. What a great day. Yes, sir. All we have is family. I don't know what you meant. So always diminished your success. I don't know what that meant. How about we just chip in and buy some serious land? Sure. Or how about we get on code everywhere we are, and it's not about where we are in the physical, but where we are in the metaphysical. I think that would be the shit to do. Byron is trying to buy a team now. Yeah. I think we covered that. So I'm gonna invite you some bitches in. Y'all can come on in the room. That is the StreamYard to the room. Oh, yeah. Do you still have that girl car? No, sir, I do not. No, I do not. I have old Jag with a Chevy motor in it. Old T-Bird. Moving to Costa Rica, yes, next year. I want my son to not be brainwashed by this system, my man. That makes a lot of sense, bro. Oh, so he always diminished your yeah, or not the success. He ridiculed the journey. I think that was a big deal. Ridiculing a journey of a youth, of someone young is bullshit. Don't ridicule their journey. Don't do that. Because you're ridiculing whether you like what they're doing or not. You ridicule their tenacity, their hard work, their love, their desire. Don't ridicule that. Give advice to that, even if you don't believe in the project. Because if you don't believe in the project and you're right, it'll fail. It'll fail. But what they will have learned is how to use and apply those same skills to something bigger, to the thing that they do want, because it's going to take the same shit. That's what I love about raising my two boys in Europe. If we get on code with anything we do as a Black collective, it will be successful everywhere in the diaspora. Well, I think that's what's coming. That's what's coming about right now. But sit tight, Bruce House. I'm gonna get you. I see you, brother. I gotta answer this question. A couple questions real quick. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. It's just enough Jasper ass Shade Treehouse coons who brag about getting ass whooping on a bridge and believe in good trouble or haven't died. We need some more of them to die. Renwick wants to know, why a Chevy engine in a Jag, if you don't mind, Jeff? Oh, I absolutely do not mind. There was a time, Renwick, I'm going to guess you're not. Are you here in America? I think you're here in America. Well, there was a time back in the day when Jags were notorious for two things: notoriously beautiful, classic. The phrase is grace, pace, and space. That used to be the saying. Matter of fact, let me put this in. I'm gonna do a little free plug for my man. You guys need to go here. It's jaguarspecialties.com. I'm putting this up in put that up in the chat so everybody can see it. I don't know if y'all heard. Shut up. Yeah, wrong one. Okay. Yeah, let me put this in here. Okay. Okay. And I got kills. Wow, I got kills in here. What? Okay, hold on. Sit tight, kills. Sit tight, brother kills. Both of y'all sit tight. I'm going to bring you both in just a second. Let me get that in there. Save that. And then put that up. Okay. Now, we'll bring both you cats in. Kels, what's going on, brother?
What's the deal, brother?
Going on. I got the plantation, so if I'm mute, I'm just at the plantation.
I know you at the plantation, bro. You at the slave. You got to do what you got to do. Let me get into this. This card thing, Kels.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna get back to y'all. Jaguar. My man was asking me. Renwick Page said, why a Chevy engine in a Jag, if you don't mind, Jeff? Well, back in the day, motherfuckers knew two things. A Jag was notoriously gorgeous and notoriously unreliable. They 6-cylinder engines had horrible faults in the way the heads were made. There were pieces that were known at 40,000 miles to just go to shit. Sometimes they catch on fire. So you would see people and they were ungodly expensive to fix. So you'll see Jags just sitting in people's driveway, and everybody knew what's up with that. That nigga don't want to pay $1,800 for a starter. They were just crazy like that. So people start going, wait a minute. I got a Chevy Caprice that look like shit, but run like a watch. And I got a Jag that looks like a Fabergé egg, but runs like shit. Why don't I mix the two? So they started doing this so much in the late 70s or early 80s that it became a cottage industry. That there were these businesses that did it. This dude here, Andrew at Jaguar Specialties, I don't get a nickel for this. This is a dude I deal with, but I love Jags as cars because they're so beautiful. And I got a hold of one for dirt because it had an engine fire. And I figured a few things out on it. And it runs like a watch. With an old school 350, they fit right in there. Go to jaguarspecialties.com and check out what they're doing over there. If you get a chance to get your hands on a Jag for cheap and you looking to spend maybe $5-6 grand on a car, I strongly suggest you get a Jag. You get an LS motor and trans and put it in there and keep it moving. Now, anyway, it's good to have you here, Brother Kells, because you're very active in here. I think you got to be Giraffe Ball's first official nephew, and it's probably you might have to get into a knife fight for that with a couple of other cats. But
I gotta go to Big Dice. Big Dice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Big Dice. Big Dice. Well, Big Dice is in my opinion a senior Jedi to you. He's just a little bit, but you sharpening your sword, young man. You are sharpening your sword. That's the whole point of this. Is that one day I ain't gonna be around, and you got to pass all this shit, what little it is, to your seed. That's what this is about. And this was why one of the core things I wanted to bring up I'm going to close out my IG. I'm going to end the live video. Y'all come your asses over to YouTube and get into the chat. All right, peace. And then we go let that sit. I'll decide what to do to that later. Anyway, yes. Let's see if this looks better this way. Yeah, we'll do this like this. I saw something you put up, and I'm glad you came in. Love you, Unc. You changed my thinking on a lot. I do. Let me know what you think, Kells, and then Bruce, when you can, chime in. Fellas, chime in and give me your thoughts, young bucks. Y'all give me your thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be shy, nigga. Shit. It's your time to shine. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Thoughts on what?
Either of you. Yes.
Yeah, that's what
either of you. What are your thoughts on what I'm saying about sports and how and the angle I'm taking on it? Go.
I agree with you to a point. Just because you can take something bad and do something good with it. Like LeBron, it's certain guys that actually take the platform they have and use it to get certain messages out. And I feel like if you take that totally away with saying don't play, I mean, we could get our own league, but now it seems like it's too late for that. Jackie, Kareem. It's too late for that, pretty much. And if there's a way we can do both, I just would like to see that option explored more.
Both as in
but
what?
I will say, like the Clippers.
Hold on. Stop right there. Stop right there. When you say do both, what do you mean?
Pretty much serve the Black community, serve your people, and still, give back. Like, still make it ours. Give more owners in there that look like us. And if we're not gonna just separate, like,
right, and
we got to separate completely. It can't just be basketball. It got to be
absolutely.
It got to be everything. Because I'm just saying, as me, I grew up playing sport. My son, he plays sports, and you are opening like, damn, like it's other options. Yes, I get you. But if them options don't work, am I not supposed to take this, this gift that I had that y'all forced us into, being the biggest, fastest, tallest, strongest? They put us in that position.
You are, here's the position you're supposed to take with that. First, as opposed to a way out, Josh Hawkins, it should be a way through. Of course, it's an opportunity.
Right.
Based in your speed, based in your ability to run, jump. Yeah. It based in your ability to ball. Yeah. I like that. Based in, of course. I mean, yeah. But understanding that you're supposed to try to give back. That's been the first road. What people are going to have to say is it's not do both. I'm going to make do and do whatever I can, even if that's not be a millionaire, even if that's not buy my mom a house. I'm going to sacrifice a generation, and it's not about me. It's not about my mom. It is about the forward movement of our people, and I'm not going to take big NBA money. I'm going to go to the big three. That's what it's about. And being the first, and being a lot, and being more of them, and us pressuring those who don't, instead of worshiping the trinkets that they give. It's not, you don't need $38 million. You don't.
Oh, you're right.
You don't. Not as bad as we all need you to stop playing. Not as bad as we all need you to leave the machine, to tear the wheels out of the machine and make your own machine. It's your machine. But we can't get there if everybody's talking about what they're going to do for their families. This is a collective move. All the fish in Finding Nemo had to swim down at the same time. They all had to swim down. Niggas don't want to swim down. They don't. So that is what makes that thinking poisonous, because it is singular. And as long as we keep thinking singular, we're going to have this outcome. First, let me mention my man. We already talked about you there, OG Dice, another fellow Jedi. He's a junior Jedi, but he's about to get his senior Jedi badge. He's a monster, man. He's a monster. I could duck out and let him teach this class. He's a beast. We were talking about my man Kells being a young Jedi in the game, and how we are bringing him up to speed. And the conversation, I think you were in here for it, was about the sports and how we view them. And I wanted to hear from Bruce.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So Bruce, what's on your mind, man?
Uh, I don't be feeling it. I'm keeping it completely honest. Like, so I'm from SAC, so I don't know if that background helps. Cause 2001 and '02, I got to watch all that mess with the Kings and the Lakers, and then watch the Kings just decide to be the worst franchise in the history of the world. So that helped me not like sports. But then when you realize, like I think I said this on this before, when I see all these black people play, and then this white dude shows up out of nowhere and holds the trophy before all the black people get to touch it that didn't work for it, I go, huh, that's interesting.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
and then you see everybody. I don't know an engineer in my class. I remember my older brother used to play, they had this game or this puzzle where you used to build cars.
Yeah.
I know you used to glue them together and then the car end up running by itself and all of that.
Yeah.
I don't even know nobody that know how to do that. Most dudes my age don't even know how to fix cars. I heard a grown man tell me straight up, I don't know how to fix them. I just drive them. And I went,
that's amazing to me.
But this was her pops. So I showed up because your daughter car isn't starting. When I showed up, you pulling the wrong cables. And I went, that's for a 4-banger. You can't use these cables to jump an 8-banger, bro. And he went, oh, I don't know nothing about cars. And you heard that. And I went, oh.
Wow. So that's
okay.
why you about to start a fire out here with them little bitty ass tweezer ass jumper cables.
So he did that and was like proud of it. But he know all about every sports, everything. He know all about that.
Yes. Exactly.
And I'm like, that's accurate, bro.
His head has been filled with useless, needless to know information on purpose. This is what I'm saying. That it is a purposeful distracting and dumbing down and an encouragement of we are going to encourage you to not exercise your brain. That so has to stop. Go ahead. Yeah, hit it.
First of all, I want to say peace to my brothers and my family out there. Peace, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
And I heard my name, so I figured, speak of the devil and he shall appear. First of all, what you said, OG, that's been done purposefully. I absolutely agree. But I have to ask this question. Where did he learn it from? He learned it from the television. Who let him sit in front of the TV? His parents. So we have to hold ourselves accountable for our children, our now grown children, being shiftless and worthless. Just because they put the poisonous food or poisonous drink in front of you, don't mean you got to drink it or you got to eat it. I think we have fully imbibed the poison that is America, and now we're feeling the effects of it. That's all I got to say.
What I feel about that is I think integration is the worst thing that ever happened to us.
Agreed.
Like I feel like that's how that happened. I don't think from the polls that I didn't see if y'all know different information, but it don't sound like everybody wanted to integrate. Majority of black folks didn't want to integrate. The few got they wish, and we've been messed up worse than we was before that.
And that's something that I believe this society in the West is doing more than anything else. We take the voice of the small minority and we let that shift the culture. You know what I'm saying?
As long as it works for the system, they ain't got no problem with it.
Okay. Let's take a bite out of this real quick. Brother Deacon Dooley says we don't have the tools or resources to build our own competitive sport leagues. Just facts. Only way to empower today's players to transform their respective leagues.
Man, what say you?
We had our own leagues. We had our own leagues.
Well, you know what? Go ahead, ride with that. Take that. I was gonna go there, but go ahead.
That was all. That's all I was. The Negro League. We had our own leagues. That was it.
Okay, well, to add on to what my brother was saying, not even that. Without us, there is no league.
There's no league.
If you want to derail the
See 10 white
NBA,
people do
the NFL, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you take black people out of football, you make it rugby. And how many people watch rugby? You know what I'm saying? But thing is, though, he's looking at it from an individual myopic way. You know what I'm saying? If we come at this like a collective, and like you said, I believe you said on one of your streams one time, OG, if, you know, them brothers come up to the 50-yard line, dap each other up, and then everybody walk off, there is no show. You know, we're the lions in the cage. We're the elephants. If you take all the elephants away from the circus, nobody comes to the circus.
Now I gotta put up something my man Rob B, this is a good friend of mine, said. We have to be clear on talking points. The question was raised, and a very good one. How many people watch rugby? I say to you, millions. I say to you, way more than watch American football. I say to you that more people watch the amount of people that watch rugby make the people who watch football a pimple on the ass of society. I'll give you all. Hold on. I'll give you all of that, Rob. I give you every inch of the millions. Every inch of the millions of people who watch rugby. It doesn't have anything to do at all with the necessity of, the power of, with the exception, and creator give these words no power, with the exception of a plane crash or a missile strike on a rugby game. Nothing could happen during a rugby game that would top the following: the next Super Bowl Sunday, the coin toss, the kickoff. These brothers run full speed at one another, stop on the 50-yard line, put the ball down, and peace out, and drive out in their expensive cars. What the fuck are you going to do for commercials?
Hey, it almost be like that scene from Braveheart when they brought the Irish mercenaries to fight against the Scottish, and they meet in the middle and stop and hug and shake hands. It would be like that.
Yes, exactly. The impact of that, the financial impact, the social impact, the implosion of a league is only possible if those minds are unplugged. And that's whether one person or 6 billion people watch rugby. None of that has anything to do with that, which is what the reason I brought it up in the first place, as you brought up. And I'm glad you did, because that's how men do. Factual, man to man. Millions of people watch rugby. That's a fact, which is why it makes it very important in this conversation to bring up again. Whenever you have this conversation, young Jedis under the sound of my voice, I want you to go exactly where my man Rob went first, and how the millions of people who watch rugby are none of your business. We're handling our business.
Mm-hmm.
And our business is this: that not a nickel in rugby has shit to do with the billions that are made off the backs of our people and the way they are treated after they leave the league. The slave contracts they have, that they play week to week for years. These men have the money to not do that to these people. And that has nothing to do with rugby. As a matter of fact, I almost want to rename this Let's Talk About Rugby. So that I can make the point.
This ain't got shit to do with rugby.
Nothing. And this happens, brother. And I bring this to you in love, Rob. My friend Crowbar, who dude, that's my dude right there, because he talk like we talk and is down with the brothers. That was my brother. We stood tall for each other in some close moments. It is important because what I call that, this is a new phrase I've come up with regard to when I talk to women, is what you just threw into this conversation is a tangent grenade.
I like, oh my God, I'm stealing that.
It's a tangent grenade. You throw it in the middle.
Hey, I'm stealing that. I don't care.
Yeah, bro.
Like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, I need that.
Women throw tangent grenades, and it explodes, and now we are all blasted out into lack of accountability and ambiguity land.
Hey, you need to patent that today.
Okay, yeah. Yes. I'm having some lights go off in my head right now. I will do that as soon as I get off of here. I got some great ideas with that. But I don't think Rob meant to do that. But in global conversation, because people so naturally think of themselves as a race. My man is Croatian. Prime example. Dude didn't like how it was going down here. That brother took his family and got the fuck out of here and went back to his homeland. And is doing incredible there with his people, as he should. Where the fuck we going? This is our land. We have to clean up what's going on our land. America belongs to the Negro. It does not belong to the European. It doesn't. We have to clean this up, and we have to clean it up here. It's fine to go back to Ghana. It's beautiful to go back to the motherland. But I'm from Chicago. I'm from here. My roots are here. And this is not to downplay or misjudge or talk shit about those from Africa. But I'm from here. And right here, nothing could do us better than for black folks to leave sports and go to and do it on their own.
Not only that, has anybody been noticing like what's happening globally? We're about to run into a famine, a food shortage. Because Russia and Ukraine produce what 12% of the world's grain, and they haven't been producing. They've been holding on to their stocks. Oh, it's about to get. Remember that big sweep that you always been talking about, Jeff?
Yes, sir. Here it comes.
That's why I was at the range last Sunday.
Here it come, brother. Here it come. You about to see gas is now $7 a gallon here in LA.
Man.
Now, to be honest with you, we've been spoiled with gas prices for years. This ain't shit in Europe. Gas is expensive as fuck in Europe. And it always has been. Where gas has always been cheap. Let me look up the price of gas in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah.
Price.
It's $4.15 down here in Tampa. Or actually, no, $4.30 in Tampa.
Yeah. Somebody look up the price of a gallon of gas. Google the price of a gallon of gas, Saudi Arabia.
They probably just get that shit out.
Brother?
I think it's like a nickel a barrel or something like that.
You just go fill up and shit, man.
No, how much actually is it?
Let's see. 91 cents.
There you go.
And Kuwait is 78 cents. And Egypt is 65 cents. And Nigeria is 38 cents. US, that's US dollar.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Did y'all hear that? Y'all didn't hear no sound, did you?
That bam. I heard that.
Yo, did y'all hear those prices?
Yes, 91 cents.
Yeah. Okay.
Diesel is $5.79 a gallon. Diesel was $5.79 a gallon 6 months ago here. I'm telling you niggas, I bought a donkey. I ride a donkey now. Little short legs. Motherfuckers laugh at me if they want. You know how much it cost me to get downtown? 7 apples, nigga. I don't.
You got it. You gotta go electric, man. Well, they saying 2035 in California, all car, it has to be an electric car.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Anything
What they're making,
2035.
what they're making is a financial quarantine now. At first, the quarantine, there's no reason for gas to be this high. None. This is a financial quarantine. Just think about this. Yeah, let me put that up there.
I think gas companies had a record of like $53 billion in profits in the first quarter, something like that.
We got to get off the. Yeah.
Oh well, if you can get a hold of a diesel car, you can get it to run on French fry grease.
Right. Yeah. French fry water. There was a water car at one point. They stopped that shit.
And I wish I had not. I wish I'd have done it. If you can, and I talked to people about this a couple years ago, get you a car that's a diesel. Somebody that's got a diesel car is making out like a fat rat if they know how to use French fry grease, because McDonald's throws it out every night. So
does Burger King.
Yeah, you can go down and you get it and you siphon it through this this system that filters out all the little potatoes. And when you start your car up, it make you hungry because it smells like French fries, but you can get the fuck on down the road. And it's only a slight difference.
Chemically, it's only a slight difference.
Slight chemical difference. Now, anyway,
eating that shit.
And yeah, exactly.
Damn.
What I think is most important here, and what I'm trying to get us to see, is that we are being forced to work together.
Good. That's a good thing.
And oh yeah, it's a wonderful thing. But here's what's gonna happen, fellas. And this is why it's so important, Kells, that you sharpen your sword as fast as you can.
Yes, sir.
Is we're gonna these dividing lines. Zombie juice, no zombie juice. Believe the Kool-Aid, drink the Kool-Aid or don't.
Weave, no weave.
Weave, no weave. Oh boy. Those lines are going to be drawn so binary, and they're going to cut across family, friends, brothers, sisters, mothers and sons, fathers, daughters, to where you're going to have to cut some people the fuck off, and it's going to hurt because they ain't going to make it. They ain't going to make it.
Hey, what they say, if you can't swim, then you're bound to drown?
Yep.
So seen that with the zombie juice, man. You know, people's like, oh, if you're not vaccinated, you can't come around me. Well, I'm not coming around you then. I'm not getting that shit. Family and all.
And now look, you can walk around wherever the fuck you want, because they got enough of that zombie juice in the people they needed to get it into. These people are forever altered for the rest of their fucking days, forever. And we don't know. And it's going to, and the scary part is it's going to take the next 5 to 10 years to unfold. It's not, that's the thing.
So you telling me it takes 50 years for you to cure polio, but you could roll this out in 8 months? Nah, B, I'm good. Let the next
Right.
crash dummy.
Like you said, it's forcing people to stay together.
You guys, rock the show. Rock the show for a second for me, Dice. I got to handle something downstairs.
Yes, sir.
Have y'all seen the shot is called on CDC website? It's called a software now.
Hold on, what now? Say that again.
The shot's not called a vaccine. It's called software. Yeah,
it's called operating system, something like that.
The operating system. I went what? So I had to go look it up.
So that's real. That's real.
Wow.
That's a real thing.
Real
that's right
thing.
Now on is that Moderna? That's on Moderna's website. It's considered an operating system. Now I know about computers.
Recalls too.
And like my cardiologist, he was like, you need to get the vaccine. I was like, no disrespect, but one thing I know is history, and I know my people in the U.S. government and vaccines don't have a good history. Oh no, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. White people are getting in the mass number. I said, well, hooray for them. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm gonna go ahead on it. I'm gonna take this zinc and take this calcium and take this vitamin C.
Vitamin chicken. Yep.
You buy orange chicken, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna rock out. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm
man, because look at these Down syndrome kids that's coming out now, or that's a result.
Dude, in the 70s, autism wasn't a thing.
Oh, until they vaccinate,
it was like a 1 in 10,000, 1 in 100,000. Now
but our community it's most prevalent.
And why do we run to it? Because we believe everything they give us is for our benefit. That lets me know we don't think that we have enough, intelligence to, define our own reality, define our own life. If we just run and take whatever they give us,
Right.
But we've always taken whatever they give us. We take their religion, we take their sports, what I'm saying? Their way of thinking. And that's the reason why it don't work for us. Their way of thinking doesn't fit us. It's like trying to fit a round peg to a square hole. But we're sitting there trying to force it.
Man.
But that's what happens when you take a people who don't know anything about the past. And really, at this point, I would say a lot of our younger people don't care anything about our history or about our past. They're like, oh, slavery, oh, that's over. That was years ago. It's only been about 60, civil rights has only been about 60, 70 years tops. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if your grandmother was around, she would have told you that. But they don't even care about. They think the past is the past. They've been convinced that life is short. You only got one life. Live free and die hard or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You should hear some of the craziness these young dudes are talking about.
Well, that's the way uncontrollable women think, though. And I think because you might be raised, because a lot of the generation that's coming up are raised by people that just don't care. So the warrior class, our warrior class that's coming up, don't have a cause. So they just do what they want to do. The ones that listen, once you teach them, they point name and they ain't got that problem. But it's being able to catch the ones that listen, because most of the people that listen to these type of podcasts, these type of shows are dudes. It's most of us trying to figure out something because we know something ain't right. And we the ones that carry culture, carry our traditions. Like, I don't know, I don't think in Africa that women carry tradition over. I think that's a man thing. We keep tradition, we keep our values. Women don't have to care. Whatever suits them, go. They don't really give a damn. But men, we have a structure and a set of rules that we come in with. And without that, you keep chaos. And that's why I think we out the way.
And I would have to say I'm seeing a lot of people, they enjoy the chaos, because in chaos there's a modicum of freedom. I don't have, nobody tells me what to do. I do what I want. I don't answer to anybody. But most people don't understand that's not sustainable. All chaos is going to do is burn whatever house you're in to the ground eventually. You know, it's really unsustainable. You know.
Well, chaos and my ex-wife was guilty of this, and I call her style of upbringing the 9 candy bar system of government. And there's everybody here is familiar with Charlie Brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Charlie Brown, the cartoon, there used to be a Peanuts book. Charles Schultz used to write the cartoons in newspapers. And I had a collection of his cartoons. And in this book, I'm going to look for that book. I'm going to try to get that book again. There's this one where Charlie and Linus are walking to school. And Charlie Brown says, I made my own lunch today. Linus said, my mom let me make my own lunch too. What did you make? Charlie Brown says, I got a bologna sandwich with cheese, some chips, an apple, and a milk. Linus said, what'd you make? Linus said 9 candy bars. Now, let's think about that for a minute. You got to make it all the way through the day on 9 candy bars. Nigga, them first 2 candy bars is good.
Delicious.
Get to about that third, the third and a half. That's when the tummy ache set in. Keep eating.
Because you're hungry.
Get that 4th one because you got to keep eating. You're hungry. Now you got the shakes and your teeth hurt. Now, about candy bar 7, that's when the vomiting and shitting gets in. Now, take this same thinking of chaos, the way unruly women, unchecked men go to jail. Unchecked women go to ruin, and they take our neighborhoods with them.
Mm-hmm.
So this chaos that they build, it gets to the place where nothing can grow in it. And that's what this 9 candy bar system of government is. Yay, you ain't got to go to bed on time. Yay, you ain't got to do your laundry when it's supposed to be done the right way. Yay, ain't nobody checking your homework. Well, that's them first 3 candy bars. Wait till you ain't got nothing to wear to school Monday and now your clothes stink.
And the kids start picking at you.
Keep eating. Keep eating them candy bars. Wait till them D's and F's come back because your ass ain't been studying. Keep eating.
Or you get D's and F's because you've been sleeping in class because you're not going to sleep on time.
Because you ain't going to sleep on time. That's the 9 candy bar system of government that you are watching with the absence of fathers in the home. And nobody wants to be honest about that. Nobody wants to be honest about the fact that the problem is not these people who do exist. Good single black mothers who do a good job of raising their children responsibly. You're being overshadowed by the single mothers who do a shitty job at it and make more kids than you. It is not you. There's some single mothers who have accomplished this well. And those are the women that the horrible single mothers hide behind. They hide behind the station of single mother, but they don't bring their record to bear without ever bringing their record to bear. And that's how we get here.
I'll give you an example. I was on the show last night, and this one sister was saying that her son did something really egregious, and she had to get her gun and shoot at him. You know, because we were on the topic of like, you know, if you get a man and he becomes a stepfather, should he be allowed to discipline the child? Mm-hmm. And they was like, you know, absolutely not. Don't nobody touch, don't nobody touch my children, blah, blah, blah. We were, debating that back and forth. And she said she had to shoot at him. I said, so hold on. So you saying me, putting my hands on your son at 10 is too much, but you shooting at him at 17, that's okay? That's that 9 candy bar.
And what did she have to say?
I said she didn't think it was too much.
Okay, well then that's fair. What? If you want to raise the kind of child that needs to be shot at, then you don't need any help. You've done that. Congratulations. I like to think that I have 4 sons that should we have even a disagreement, no gunplay is involved because of how I raised them. Do you consider that a successful rearing? Let me get my shit. Did you successfully rear this child? And let these people squirm and stew in their own fucking juice.
Now, to her defense,
I don't know why you didn't have me on that show. Oh boy. Oh.
You know why.
No, that's why.
That's why. Why. I'm not even going to bring it up like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I think I'm gonna have to address that on my show though, so we can really talk.
Sure.
Know what I'm saying? Because that particular individual don't be trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I give less than a fuck about those feelings.
Oh yeah, I'll go and stomp them.
Wait, did this same person also say that your man can't discipline your kid?
Well, she was saying that she didn't want no man to discipline her children. You know what I'm saying? I said, so hold on. So you telling me you living with me, your children living with me, he around here tearing my shit up, and I'm supposed to either wait on you or send him to his daddy?
Oh no, we just fucking. You can't live here.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. At that point, only your pussy is welcome here.
Exactly. Leave him at home. Because I don't believe no child should live with me that I can't discipline.
Brother.
And that's discipline how I see fit.
For real. And if you don't trust me to do it, then what are we doing here?
What are we doing anyway? Exactly. I tell you what. Apparently, you are overrun with responsible, intelligent, upwardly mobile niggas with no criminal record that don't need your car. So let me get out of the way and let you deal with a dude like that will allow your son to run roughshod through his house. I don't know if they exist, but apparently I'm in the way of that search because I'm not that guy.
And my question is, if they do exist, can you get them?
I don't think it's a dude that exists that got some shit that he gonna let another. If I'm bull enough to get my shit, do you think that dude there, bruh? I'm gonna say this, and then at some point, I'm gonna kick you horrible motherfuckers out of the room because we right up on 2 hours. This is the one place at my house that neither me and most definitely Mrs. Brown will not be uncomfortable. My wife will not be uncomfortable in here, brothers. I'm not going to see nobody disrespect, misuse my home, my wife, my family. You're not going to do that here. And part of that is the simple rules of my house. If you cannot compose yourself, you must excuse yourself. That's a real simple. So if you can't get him together, then y'all need to get the fuck out. But you're not going to be in here letting him act like he act at your house. That's We not. No, I will check you and your youngin right at the door. And that may have to do with age. But at any rate, gentlemen, any final thoughts that you have? With us in sports, us and anything we talked about today.
I would say with us in sports, sports should be so low on our list of priorities that, to be honest, it wasn't even worth talking about on your broadcast, because we have so much more important stuff to worry about as a people.
Wow.
To keep it 100.
That's
what I'm saying?
That's some deep shit. No.
And black people understanding my voice, buy guns, buy ammunition, go to the range. You're going to need it.
Wow. There you have it. That's my man, Brother Dice. Get the fuck out of here. That's Master Jedi right there working on the shit. Brother Bruce, your thoughts, man?
I just bought me a 308, so I'm about to go get me some rifle, some ammunition in just a second.
Just lay up on it, man. Lay up on it.
As far as sports go, I feel like if you're gonna allow yourself one willful ignorance subject, pick it, know you being ignorant in that, and move on. I don't care how you get home, but get there.
Okay. Your how are things with your family, man? How's your brother? All that.
Me and little bro, he ain't talked to me in a couple days or whatever. It's been a little while, but my kids is with me. I got my 2 weeks right now, so it's my turn. My kid's mom just left from here. Tried to help her out the best I could, but
good.
That's her and her son. They got their own issues.
Yes.
They got their own issues. She kind of sideways asked for advice without asking. So I just talked to her little dude, told him, what I needed to tell him, and got on back to work.
That's it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Well, brother, once again, fantastic to hear from you and your family. I want you to keep me posted with all that shit. But for right now, get the fuck on out of my room. With love. I love that you guys still come in here and hang out. And yeah, man, I didn't even think I was gonna go 2 hours, but this was dope. Let's look at some final thoughts before we get out of here. Let's see. You niggas was talking to each other. What? My stepson and I came to an understanding. Yeah, I'll bet Jimmy. I'll bet name like Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy not fucking around. At least call out aspects of white supremacy and whatever endeavor you have in it. Yeah. Okay. Well, people, this has been a journey, and one that I will cherish for today. We got off into it. This was cool. And I know it's a touchy subject, but you got to make niggas think about this shit. They got to think about it. All right? Stay high in thought. Stay high in deed. Guide your ignorance to your wisdom. Sisters, find your peace. Brothers, find your majesty.